I'm so incredibly proud of our team and our company, but first, let's talk about the company. As everyone saw, we reported fabulous earnings for the third quarter and beat Wall Street's expectations, which is always a fantastic thing. And I think we all heard Beth talk about the incredible momentum of the company and what we're doing not only to drive revenue, but also the announcement around how we've achieved our expense targets. And June 2012, when we announced we were going to go after $200 million in Fit for Growth, and we have exceeded that expectation. Now, actually, if you recall, we had said we were going to achieve between 150 and 200 million, and we have achieved over 207 million now for the company. So, fabulous results. And I could not be more proud of the contribution that KTO has brought to those results this year and the momentum we have moving into this quarter. So now I'd like to turn it over to each of my leaders to talk about how we're doing against each of our priorities across KTO and the incredible momentum we have and how we're going to finish the year with great success.
Focused execution is not just what it means, but how we've displayed it and demonstrated it this year across a multitude of projects and business partners, whether it's what we've done to remediate some of our desktop applications or the work that we're doing within the risk organization relative to GRC or the market risk compliance work we're doing. In finance, we have continued effort in terms of the reconciliation efforts we're doing and putting the systems in place to support that.
We continue to raise the bar on excellence on execution. At the beginning of the year, the team successfully implemented and integrated and transitioned our debit card capabilities to MasterCard, driving significant savings. And then in summer, we implemented Unified Contact Routing program that modernizes our contact center capabilities. And then recently, in early October, after multiple years of hard work, a team completed the insourcing of credit card capabilities, which is going to drive significant revenue for the bank.
We have a big end of the year coming up with our ACH work that is taking place, an Oracle implementation for compliance, a conversion to make us swap dealer compliant. So there's a large push. We were loaded heavily at the end of the year, so we've got a lot to do in the November and December timeframe.
When I think about operational excellence, and I think about all the great work that our teams are delivering in support of our initiatives and our corporate strategies, I'm really impressed. When I think about some of the initiatives like our Victory divestiture, the regulatory changes around Dodd-Frank, as well as the OCC short-term investment fund, and of course the Tapper project, and they're doing all of this while they're continuing to drive excellent day in and day out operations.
Yeah, I think there are a lot of examples across our technology and operations organization. One specifically that I'll highlight is our KTO Finance Group did a client survey, and our dealer services team scored 9 or 10, 100% of the time in that client satisfaction survey.
Two of the major initiatives that our teams are focused on this year from technology and operations services is really our desktop modernization effort, which is affecting each and every one of our internal clients, upgrading their PC environments to current operating system, Windows 7, migration to Outlook and Exchange from our Lotus Notes, and really getting us to some tools that will help us communicate internally more effective. Secondly, our network team has been working on a total network transformation initiative, which is driving a significant amount of expense out to assist us in our Fit for Growth targets.
If we don't equally manage our financials and our risk, then we've really missed the boat, because risk management and financial management are critical priorities. And the great news is we're doing great against both of these. Financially, we're going to hit our budget. We're managing close. We know where we might be a little over, where we might be a little under, and we're really making sure that we're proactively looking at our numbers so that there won't be any surprises.
Asset protection is the primary focus for enterprise security services. For example, we recently implemented the Falcon software in our debit card space, and it's reducing our fraud losses by approximately $100,000 a month. Finally, last year we implemented the Fraud and Disputes Hotline, 85% of our customers who have utilized the service walk away with a positive impression of Key.
As an example on technology risk management, our regulators let us know that there were a couple of areas that we needed to focus on in order to meet those heightened expectations. They said that we needed to meet those expectations by July. We set a plan and we met the expectations. That's just one example, and I see that kind of activity and focus across the company. It takes all of us managing risk together, and we're doing that great. We can't rest on our laurels. We have to remember that risk management is an area where the bar continues to raise, and we need to continue to up our game.
Continuous improvement is a culture, and it begins with the mindset, the belief that no matter how well you as an individual or your team may be performing, that there's always the opportunity to do even better. Our approach to Lean Six Sigma has really been to enable the organization, beginning with learnings that have been shared with our executive leadership team, leaders across our technology and operations organization, as well as other parts of Key.
Well, employee engagement and our employees are really are the foundation of our priority. So when I think about engagement, development, and diversity, that's most critical for our KTO team members and our top priority. And we've actually spent a lot of time through focus groups, roundtable discussions, as well as town halls, in identifying what's most important from an engagement perspective for our employees. And I'm impressed and excited that in the feedback that we've heard that we are making a difference and that we're driving actions. And when I think about the employees and what they've communicated that communication is most important and that they've recognized that we've made a lot of great progress there.
So thanks for all of those updates. It's pretty impressive work that you just heard about, and I hope as you listen to all of that, you're as proud about your individual contributions to our success as I am around this entire team. I continue to be in awe of everything we do every day to drive revenue, to improve efficiencies, to reduce expenses, and quite frankly, to deliver every day for our clients the operational excellence that they deserve and require. And we need to finish strong in the last quarter. So I'm going to thank you for what you've contributed, and I'll thank you in advance for what you'll do in this last quarter to help us finish strong for the company and make the fourth quarter even better than the third quarter.